We have reached our first SEC team in our countdown from least likely to most likely to be able to compete for a national title in the 2025 season. Coming in at number 60 overall in the country and number 54 out of 67 power conference teams is the Mississippi State Bulldogs. If Mississippi State is going to compete in the SEC, they're going to need to have an inventive offense. And I think Jeff Lebby is the guy to get that done. It was a little rough last year, but he just didn't have a lot of talent. I think they're a more talented team this year. And I also think his offense will start to take hold, especially if they can get healthy in the quarterback room. I give them a 1 out of 1 for Regime Plus. I think they have a good coach. They have some returning quarterback production. They're going to be okay in that front. Overall in returning production, number 31 in the country, so not too bad. They've also done decent high school recruiting, also number 31 in the country, and they've also done decent in the portal, number 32 in the country. Nothing great, but nothing horrible. This is not a team that you would expect to be one of the worst power conference teams with how they bring in talent. So they definitely do have some talent. The issue is everybody else they play just has a little bit more talent. And we saw that last year in their adjusted EPA per play of 101 in the country. And that's even adjusted for the quality of opponent they're playing. So if you're 101 with an SEC schedule, you are really getting your teeth kicked in. And that's what happened to Mississippi State last year. On the field, they have a long way to go, but I don't think their roster is that bad. The market has them coming around 74 in the country. I think that's probably about right. Strength of schedule is the issue for that. 117th in strength of schedule, with number 1 being the easiest. In terms of the SEC, this isn't an absolute gauntlet, but it's pretty darn tough. And I think for a program that's trying to find its footing, trying to find its identity, they feel like they're heading in a better direction right now, but it's going to be really tough. There's not a lot of room to breathe. If you want some guys to look at on this team, though, I think Blake Shapen, if he can get healthy at the quarterback position, he's a really good quarterback. I like him. They brought in Luke Kromenhoek from Florida State. He's a really talented high school prospect that didn't get a ton of time there for the Seminoles. He could battle in the quarterback room if Shapen is not healthy. And at running back, they brought in transfer Fluff Bothwell. Awesome name, awesome running back from South Alabama. He's going to get a ton of carries. He's going to be really fun to watch. I think this team has some talent. They just need a few more years to grow into this new system with Jeff Lebby and try to get a foothold in a really, really tough SEC.